Well, hello! Welcome back to the library. You know, running a game website and YouTube channel can be quite exhausting. There's all the scanning, all the variant researching, the programmer's cheats to check, all the screenshots to make, and more. Sure, it's all worthwhile, but sometimes you just need a break and just want to blow shit up. For today's episode, I dove into the PlayStation's extensive library to find 5 games that allow you to pull the trigger and go. But, because I'm me, I've arranged the games from the smallest destruction vibes to the granddaddy of them all. Let's jump into it. At number 5, Smash TV off the Arcade Party Pack. Our first game on the stack comes from Midway and Williams, some of the biggest arcade names back in their day. Smash TV is a great starting point for our damage needs since all the enemies come to you. 1 or 2 players can take on the roles of futuristic game show contestants, where the score is counted in body bags and toaster ovens. Players go room to room taking on hordes of enemies and enormous bosses in front of a live studio audience. Here, the chaos is small in its explosion size, but it's quantity over quality as thousands of cannon fodder come your way. Our second entry comes from Mass Destruction. The explosions are a little bigger, the playground a bit more expansive, and missions to lead you on your way. Where Smash TV flung everything at you, here in Mass Destruction you'll need to go find your targets. The game was originally released in 1997 to little fanfare, but it was an instant classic for those that gave it a chance. Almost everything that isn't tied to the ground is destructible, and there's a healthy balance between properly following mission parameters and just never letting up on the trigger. If you plan to see this one through the end though, I'd advise playing it in small chunks at a time. Some of the later levels can be a bit problematic. At the middle of the pack is the fan favorite Apocalypse, featuring a much younger Bruce Willis as your heroic weapon abuser Trey Kincaid. This third-person action game places you and Bruce in the middle of the end of the world. The 4 horsemen are coming, and the only thing that can stop them is a variety of powerful weapons and some snappy one-liners. The action is fast and furious, and even includes some platforming here and there. Admittedly, this spot in the lineup was a tough choice between Apocalypse and ASC's 1. But between the two, Apocalypse is a shy bit more forgiving on the difficulty. Number 2 in the lineup is 3DO's World Destruction League, War Jetz. Like Smash TV, War Jetz is a weekly TV show league that features the craziest pilots in the world-forming teams throwing themselves into the WDL gauntlet of objectives. Players must take on one of their air squads, and once beaten, join that squad to take on the remaining teams. Mission objectives can include protecting an envoy, literally shooting planes until money pops out, and the fan favorite of just taking down all your adversaries. Where it shines supreme, and the reason why it's here on the second slot, is stuff blows up really well. As the target reaches its breaking point, it shatters into a kaleidoscope of textured triangles that scatter to the ground. The effect looks simple at first, but becomes addictive once you get into the bigger buildings and targets. There's just something cathartic about screaming through the debris as you make your way to the next assault. Need to relieve stress? Blow stuff up. Need to make a path for a train? Blow stuff up. Need to improve the frame rate? Blow up all the stuffs. If you've never tried War Jetz, take it for a whirl. And finally, the great granddaddy of them all. TV and movie licensed games usually carry a negative aura around them, but Hard Trilogy sent that vibe packing. Released in late 1996, Fox Interactive blew the minds and the roofs off the hobby by providing 3 ridiculously huge adventures on one shiny platter. Even better, each movie was a different genre. For the sake of the video, we're focusing specifically on Die Hard 2. In its purest description, Die Hard 2 is a light gun game compatible with the Konami Justifier. What that doesn't tell you is just how insane the game's environment is. Almost everything, and I mean literally almost everything, is destructible. Retail display? Panels fall off. Shoot a water sprinkler? It blows out water. A freshly painted wall? Every section takes damage. Hate the soda machine? Riddle it with bullets. No pane of glass is safe. But even more impressive are the tinier details, like getting a mercy bonus for shooting innocent NPCs who are on fire, or just how crazy it gets as the final battle is against the enemy's plane among a team of helicopters. And there you have it. Obviously, there are a ton of other great examples where you can blow stuff up. Let everyone know your favorites in the comments section below, regardless of what system they're on. As always, you can use the eBay affiliate link in the description to support the channel with your purchases, and I'll see you guys all next episode. Be safe, take care, and get outside. It's amazing. Have a good one, guys.